Hello everyone. Welcome back to Agriculture Insight. Have you ever craved something so badly that it drove you crazy? What about a hamburger? Every year, tens of billions of hamburgers are consumed, enough to stack up higher than Mount Everest. But how does humanity manage to produce such an enormous quantity? The answer lies in the world's most advanced food factories, where high-tech machinery operates with near-perfect precision, transforming fresh meat into flawless patties and wheat flour into soft, golden buns in the blink of an eye. Today, Agriculture Insight will take you behind the scenes to uncover the secrets of the industry that keeps burger lovers satisfied worldwide. Let's get started. In the fast food kingdom, the hamburger reigns supreme, wearing a crown of rich, melted cheese and ruling over the entire fast food empire. In the United States alone, the birthplace of the ultimate meaty burger, more than 50 billion burgers are consumed annually, making this dish an irreplaceable culinary icon. On the fast food battlefield, giants like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's dominate the global market. McDonald's alone serves nearly 70 million customers every day, and every single second, they churn out approximately 75 hamburgers for hungry customers worldwide. But to keep the hamburger empire running, high-quality ingredients and top-notch recipes aren't enough. Behind the scenes, an army of industrial machines ensures that every bun, patty, and drop of sauce is made with absolute precision. The process of making hamburgers in a factory is like a technological masterpiece, where every step is meticulously designed to create the perfect, mouth-watering burger. Everything begins with basic ingredients like flour, yeast, water, sugar, salt, butter, and eggs, which are fed into a giant industrial mixing machine. This advanced machine is equipped with dual spiral kneading blades that ensure the ingredients are evenly mixed, creating a well-balanced dough. It's like having a master chef adjusting every knead to craft a perfectly textured dough. Initially, the mixer runs at a low speed, allowing the flour to absorb water gradually, activating the yeast and developing gluten. As the gluten strengthens, the dough becomes more elastic and smooth. The kneading speed then increases to achieve a consistent texture, ensuring that the final buns are soft and fluffy, not too dense or too dry. After mixing, the dough is transferred to large trays and moved into a temperature-controlled proofing chamber. The system maintains a temperature of 30 to 35 degrees Celsius and a humidity level of 70%, creating the ideal environment for yeast activation. Once the dough has risen to the desired level, it moves to an automated dough cutting system. This machine precisely divides the large dough mass into smaller, equal portions, ensuring uniform bun sizes. The dough pieces are then passed through a shaping machine, where rolling drums and gentle pressure mold them into perfectly round buns. If the buns require toppings like sesame seeds or grains, an automated spraying system evenly sprinkles them onto each bun. Finally, the shaped dough is transferred to the baking conveyor, ready for the final stage. The dough balls are then sent into an industrial conveyor oven, using convection heat technology to bake at a controlled temperature of 200 degrees Celsius for 10 to 15 minutes. Once baked to golden perfection, the buns pass through a cooling system with strong air circulation, ensuring they remain crispy on the outside, yet soft inside. After cooling, automated laser-guided slicing machines cut the buns into 2 equal halves. The sliced buns continue along the conveyor belt, heading to the assembly line. A hamburger wouldn't be complete without its juicy beef patty. The patty production process starts with a careful selection of meat cuts to ensure quality. Large slabs of meat are sliced into smaller portions and placed onto a conveyor system, which feeds them into an industrial meat grinder. This high-powered machine grinds the meat into a fine, consistent texture. Next, the ground meat is moved to a seasoning mixer, where spinning paddles thoroughly blend it with ingredients like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and other secret spices. This step ensures even distribution of flavor before the meat is shaped into patties. Once the meat mixture is ready, it enters an automated patty shaping machine. Using air compression technology, the machine forms the ground meat into uniform, circular patties with precise thickness and weight. Equipped with weight sensors, the machine ensures that each patty meets strict size requirements, guaranteeing a consistent product before moving on to the next step. Patties are immediately transferred to a blast-chilling freezing system, where freezing air at -35°C to -40°C rapidly lowers the temperature. This process locks in moisture, preserves texture, and prevents bacterial growth. Once cooled, the patties are stored at 18°C to maintain freshness before packaging or final assembly. With the buns and patties ready, they can either be packaged separately and sent to fast food restaurants or assembled into full burgers in the factory. At fast food chains, burgers are heated up and served fresh when ordered. They are often paired with fries, soft drinks, or salads, creating a complete and satisfying meal. For premium burgers, bacon, pickles, or specialty sauces might be added for extra flavor. Before potatoes can become fries, they need a good scrub. Freshly harvested potatoes arrive at the factory covered in dirt because, well, they grow underground. They go through a powerful washing system where jets of water blast away soil and debris. Next up, steam peeling. Imagine getting a facial, but way more intense. The potatoes are exposed to high-pressure steam, which loosens their skins. Then, a set of mechanical rollers gently rub off the peels, leaving behind smooth, clean potatoes ready for the next step. Now it's time for the real transformation. The peeled potatoes are sent through high-speed cutting machines equipped with razor-sharp blades. These machines can slice thousands of potatoes per hour, ensuring they all have that signature French fry shape. Depending on the brand and style, the fries can be thin, thick, crinkle-cut, or even curly. Ever noticed how French fries always have that perfect golden hue? That's thanks to blanching. The freshly cut fries take a quick dip in hot water to remove excess sugars and starch, preventing them from turning too dark when fried. After their warm bath, they go through a drying tunnel to remove surface moisture. Now, for the most crucial step, frying. The fries take a plunge into hot oil for just a few seconds, enough to partially cook them and give them a slight crunch. But they're not ready to eat just yet. Immediately after frying, they're flash frozen at super low temperatures. This locks in their texture and flavor, ensuring they remain crispy when finally cooked to perfection at your favorite fast food joint. Once frozen, the fries are sorted, inspected, because nobody wants a weird-looking fry, and packaged into those familiar bags you see in grocery stores and restaurants. From there, they're shipped out, ready to fulfill their destiny, making people happy.
Every cucumber story begins in the fields. In the U.S., cucumbers are primarily grown in states like Florida, California, Michigan, and Texas, regions blessed with warm climates and fertile soils. The harvest season usually kicks off from late spring and runs through early fall, depending on the growing area, with the peak season landing squarely in the middle of summer. Farmers carefully check the stems of the cucumbers. When the stems are fresh, green, and sturdy, it's the golden signal that the cucumbers are ripe for picking. This is when the modern cucumber harvesters take center stage. These advanced machines glide effortlessly across the fields, turning plump, ripe cucumbers into the first fruits of a promising harvest season. On the vast cucumber fields of America, mechanical harvesters spring into action, delivering exceptional efficiency for the season's crops. These machines are engineered with rotating shafts and synchronized cutting systems that gently trim cucumber vines while lifting the entire plant onto conveyor belts. The entire plant, including leaves, vines, and fruit, is fed into the machine, where a mechanical filtering system separates the unwanted leaves and stems, leaving only fresh, high-quality cucumbers. This process runs continuously and swiftly, with tons of cucumbers harvested every hour. On these sprawling fields, U.S. farmers typically yield 20,000 to 30,000 pounds per acre, depending on the crop variety and growing conditions. To handle such vast acreage efficiently, farmers use mechanical cucumber harvesters, which function similarly to tomato harvesters. The cost of a cucumber harvester ranges from $100,000 to $200,000, depending on the manufacturer and added features. While the initial investment is substantial, these machines save significantly on labor costs and boost productivity, offering long-term economic benefits to farmers. Once the cucumbers are sorted and cleaned, they're transported via conveyor belts and neatly loaded into containers on nearby trucks. These trucks swiftly carry the cucumbers to processing plants, ensuring the produce remains fresh and ready for the next stage of the journey. The cucumbers continue their magical journey at the pickle processing factory. Trucks full of fresh cucumbers roll into the factory, where workers quickly open the truck beds and dump the cucumbers onto a moving conveyor belt. The cucumbers slide down the conveyor, rolling over mesh grates and heading into the automatic washing area. Here, powerful sprays of clean water blast off any dirt or debris stuck to their surfaces. Every cucumber undergoes a meticulous inspection by factory workers, who carefully examine each one by hand. They pay close attention to details such as size, color, freshness, and surface quality. Any cucumber that doesn't meet the standards, whether it's scratched, too small, or otherwise subpar, is immediately discarded. Only the freshest, most uniform, and flawless cucumbers are selected to move on to the next stage. Once they're nice and clean, the cucumbers move down the line to get pickled, ready to turn into tasty jars of pickles. Once the sorting process is complete, the cucumbers move on to the brining stage, a core step in the entire pickling process. The cucumbers are immersed in large tanks filled with a carefully prepared brine solution. This solution doesn't just contain salt, but also includes a blend of secret spices and herbs that give each brand its unique flavor. Thanks to this soaking process, the cucumbers develop their signature crunch, a mild tanginess, and an irresistible flavor. The brining period typically lasts 1 to 4 weeks, depending on the company's recipe and the type of pickles being produced. During this time, the tanks are closely monitored to maintain perfect conditions, including temperature, salinity, and other critical factors. This meticulous attention ensures consistent quality in every batch of pickles. Once the cucumbers have absorbed all the flavors during the brining process, specialized lifting equipment is used to transfer the entire batch of pickled cucumbers. These systems are designed to handle the softened cucumbers gently. The pickled cucumbers are then carefully sorted by workers, ensuring the final product is perfect. The cucumbers are transported to conveyor belts to begin the packaging process in glass jars. On the pickling line, clean cucumbers are neatly packed into glass jars by a precise automated system. Finally, the jars are tightly sealed and move along the conveyor belt for quality inspection before being packed and shipped to customers. For larger pickles, the cucumbers are sliced into thin, even pieces before being packed into jars, ensuring they're perfectly prepped for a crunchy, flavorful bite. Sliced pickles are packed on an automated production line, but skilled workers still stand by to carefully press the pickles snugly into the jars, ensuring every jar is filled to perfection. Next, a brine solution mixed with spices is carefully poured into the jars, making sure every cucumber is completely submerged. Once filled, the jars are securely sealed and sent down the conveyor belt for quality checks before being packaged and delivered to customers. At other companies, while the end product is still pickles, the pickling process takes a different approach. Some companies can even complete the pickling process within just a few hours. First, some herbs are added to the jar to enhance the flavor of the pickles. The herbs commonly added to pickled cucumbers include dill, garlic, mustard seeds, bay leaves, peppercorns to enhance the flavor. Fresh cucumbers, carefully washed and selected, are placed directly into sterilized glass jars. Conveyor belts play a key role in the pickle-making process, efficiently transporting cucumbers into jars at high speeds. These automated systems ensure precise placement and consistent production, making it possible to pickle thousands of cucumbers every hour. A pre-mixed brine solution containing salt, vinegar, and special spices is then poured into each jar, fully submerging the cucumbers. This step is performed by an automated pumping system to ensure consistency in every jar. The jars are immediately sealed tightly to initiate a natural fermentation process. Once jarred, the pickles undergo fermentation. The jars are stacked neatly into large blocks and placed in tanks that are strictly controlled in temperature and humidity to ensure the fermentation process takes place evenly. Once the pickled cucumbers have completed the fermentation process, the jars move along a conveyor belt where automated labeling machines apply precise and uniform labels. Each label includes important details like the product name, ingredients, and expiration date. The labeled jars are then grouped into cartons or shrink-wrapped in bulk, ready for shipping to stores and ensuring safe and efficient transportation to customers. In another factory, cucumbers that are too large are sent through a cutting machine, where they are sliced into smaller, uniform pieces, often spear-shaped. These machines use sharp, rotating blades to ensure precision and consistency with every cut. The sliced cucumbers are then transported on a conveyor belt to a station where workers manually guide and press the pieces into jars to ensure they fit snugly and maximize space. Once the jars are packed, they are moved to an automated capping machine that tightly seals each jar with a lid. After sealing, the jars are ready for the fermentation process. Cucumbers can even be sliced thinly to ensure they get the most flavor. Pickles offer a range of benefits and play a significant role in American culture and cuisine. Rich in probiotics, they support gut health by promoting healthy digestion and strengthening the immune system. In American cuisine, pickles hold a special place as a versatile and flavorful addition to meals. They're a classic sidekick to sandwiches, burgers, and hot dogs. After understanding the complex pickling process in the factory, it's time to go back to the farms to discover how farmers grow such large quantities of cucumbers. Cucumber plants aren't sown directly into the garden. Instead, they start their journey as young seedlings, nurtured in trays before being transplanted into the vast open fields. First, the coconut fiber trays are carefully prepared, creating the perfect cozy beds for cucumber seeds to sprout. By hand, cucumber seeds are gently placed into coconut fiber trays, ensuring each seed is given just the right amount of space and care. The cucumber seedling trays are carefully watered daily to keep the coconut fiber moist, ensuring the seeds have the perfect environment to sprout. Along with watering, the trays are monitored for proper sunlight exposure and temperature to support healthy growth. This nurturing process typically lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, until the seedlings are strong enough to be transplanted into the open fields. The trays are transported to the farm, where semi-automatic planting machines take over. These machines, equipped with seats at the back, allow workers to feed the seedlings into the planting mechanism, ensuring precise placement in the soil. The fields are already prepared with neat rows covered in black plastic mulch, which helps retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. As the machine moves along, it creates small holes in the mulch, places the seedlings, and covers their roots with soil. This efficient system combines human care with modern technology, setting the stage for a healthy and productive cucumber crop. After planting, the cucumber seedlings are watered using a pivot irrigation system, which efficiently distributes water across the entire field to keep the plants hydrated. Alongside irrigation, the fields are regularly weeded to ensure the young plants have nutrients to grow strong and healthy. Farmers often keep beehives on their cucumber farms to boost pollination, as bees play a crucial role in transferring pollen between cucumber flowers. This partnership not only increases crop yields, but also supports the health of local bee populations, creating a win-win for both the farm and the environment. Cucumbers are ready to bear fruit and be harvested about 2 months after being transplanted to the field. In addition to machine harvesting for pickles, farmers often use harvest assist wagons, a modern agricultural tool designed to optimize manual harvesting work. These wagons are equipped with comfortable reclining platforms, allowing workers to lie along the rows of cucumbers, making it easy to reach the plants without prolonged bending or kneeling. The wagons also feature overhead canopies to shield workers from harsh sunlight or light rain. As workers pick cucumbers, they place them onto an integrated conveyor belt, which automatically transports the produce to large collection bins at the rear of the wagon. This clever design significantly reduces the time and physical effort required to move the cucumbers manually. Thanks to this intelligent and semi-mechanized solution, harvest wagons not only increase productivity, but also help protect workers' health during the harvest. It's an ideal approach for large-scale farms aiming to balance efficiency and worker well-being. So you've just learned about the entire process of making pickles, crispy and full of flavor, in this video. In 2023, American farmers harvested around 300,000 acres of tomatoes, with fresh tomato production valued at about $1 billion. Florida and California are the country's tomato powerhouses, producing over 2/3 of all fresh tomatoes in the United States. Tomatoes are typically harvested at the end of summer and early fall, when the fruit reaches its peak ripeness and the flavor is at its best. This is the ideal time to use modern machinery, ensuring a quick harvest while maintaining the quality of each tomato. On the vast tomato fields spread across California, harvesting is no longer a manual job, but has been modernized with the help of advanced machinery. Automated tomato harvesters are designed to optimize efficiency, processing tons of fruit per hour while maintaining quality. When the machine starts, sharp cutting blades skillfully cut the plant's stem, bringing both the plant and fruit onto the conveyor belt. Here, a sophisticated vibrating system gently separates the tomatoes from the stems, ensuring that the delicate skin is not damaged. This process allows for a fast harvest while preserving the shape and vibrant color of the tomatoes. Once separated from the stems, the tomatoes pass through a modern optical system with smart sensors. These sensors quickly identify and sort the ripe tomatoes, removing impurities such as dirt, rocks, or underdeveloped fruit. After passing through the sensor system, there are still a few people standing on the conveyor belt responsible for further sorting. At the same time, they inspect and classify tomatoes based on size, color, and quality. From there, they are transported on a conveyor belt and gently moved into large storage bins. Modern tomato harvesting machines range in price from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars, making it a significant investment. However, this investment pays off by greatly enhancing the ability to harvest large-scale crops efficiently. These machines help farmers harvest millions of tons of tomatoes every year. The US and Europe are major producers, contributing significantly to the global tomato supply. In the US, the tomato harvest season is a key time where advanced agricultural technology is fully utilized to maximize both yield and quality. With modern machinery and sustainable farming practices, American farmers play a vital role in meeting international demand, especially during times when supply chains are disrupted. This adaptability ensures a steady global tomato supply and strengthens the US's strong position in the international agricultural market. And now you can enjoy the harvest scene with realistic sound. The process of making ketchup begins when trucks loaded with fresh tomatoes roll in from the fields to the processing plant. This marks the start of a new journey for the tomatoes. When the trucks loaded with freshly harvested tomatoes arrive at the factory, the first step is a thorough cleaning process. High-pressure water jets are used to rinse the tomatoes directly in the truck beds. These jets blast away dirt, dust, and any residual debris from the fields, ensuring the tomatoes are as clean as possible before entering the processing system. This step is critical for maintaining food safety standards and preventing contamination during subsequent stages. The use of water jets also serves another important purpose: keeping the tomatoes hydrated. The added moisture helps maintain the tomatoes' firmness and prevents them from bruising or becoming damaged as they are moved along the production line. Once cleaned, a controlled stream of water is carefully introduced to the truck beds. This water creates a gentle but consistent flow that effectively guides the tomatoes out of the truck without causing unnecessary impact or stress on the produce. Tomatoes continue their journey to the buffer tank. Inside the buffer tank, the tomatoes are temporarily stored and continuously moved by the water to prevent overcrowding or stagnation. The tank acts as a staging area, regulating the flow of tomatoes into the next steps of the factory process. This ensures that the production line operates smoothly, even during peak delivery times when trucks arrive back to back. In the buffer tank, specialized equipment is used to separate and remove any stones or debris that may have mixed with the tomatoes during harvesting. From the buffer tank, water channels guide the tomatoes onto conveyor belts, specially designed to work with water. While moving on the conveyor belt, tomatoes are often washed with high-pressure jets to ensure that any dirt, sand, and any other impurities on the skin are removed. These conveyors further transport the tomatoes throughout the factory with care. The use of water, as both a transportation and cushioning medium, is crucial for protecting the tomatoes' skin and structure during their journey. This system is not only efficient, but also hygienic, as the constant flow of water helps wash away any residual dirt or debris. Overall, this water-based transportation process ensures the tomatoes are delivered to sorting and processing stations in pristine condition, ready for the next stages of production. As the tomatoes move from the buffer tank into the factory, they pass through a manual sorting station where workers carefully inspect them. These skilled individuals quickly identify and remove damaged, underripe, or overripe tomatoes to ensure only the best quality fruit continues along the production line. After the tomatoes are sorted and cleaned, they are transferred into large cooking vats or modern steaming systems, where they are cooked at high temperatures to soften them and make peeling easier. This process is crucial, not only to soften the tomatoes, but also to remove the skins while keeping the fresh, delicious pulp inside. The temperature and cooking time are carefully controlled to ensure the tomatoes are neither overcooked nor undercooked, so they retain their natural flavor and nutritional value. Once the cooking process is complete, the tomatoes pass through an automatic peeling system, where the skins are gently removed without damaging the pulp. The tomato pulp is then separated perfectly, resulting in smooth and consistent tomato flesh. This process not only removes the skins and any impurities, but also ensures that the final ketchup has a smooth texture, free of any chunks, while preserving the natural sweetness of the tomatoes. Once the peeled tomato flesh moves along the conveyor belts, it is transported to a sorting area, where workers carefully inspect and sort the fruit. This stage ensures that any remaining imperfections, such as discolored or damaged pieces, are removed, maintaining the high quality of the final product. The conveyor system keeps the tomatoes moving steadily, allowing workers to efficiently examine and handle each piece. This meticulous process is vital for producing consistent, top-grade tomato products like sauces and canned tomatoes, while also minimizing waste. After that, they move on to the next stage, dicing. In this process, the soft, prepared tomatoes are transferred into high-speed dicing machines that cut them into uniform pieces. Next, they will be transferred to the grinding stage. Here, the smooth, soft pulp is transferred into a high-powered grinder, where it is crushed into a smooth and consistent mixture. This grinding process not only makes it easier to blend the tomatoes with the seasonings, but also helps preserve the natural essence of the tomatoes, creating the perfect thickness for the ketchup. Meanwhile, ingredients like salt, sugar, vinegar, and signature spices are added to ensure the unique flavor of the final product. After being ground, tomatoes are stored in large steel tanks to allow for homogenization and flavor development. During this time, the mixture is stirred continuously, helping all components like water, pulp, and solids blend together smoothly, ensuring a consistent texture for the final product. Typically, tomatoes are held in these tanks for several hours to a day. Once the tomato mixture reaches the ideal consistency and flavor, it moves to the automatic canning system for packaging. The process begins with sterilizing metal cans to ensure a hygienic environment that preserves the quality of the ketchup. The hot tomato sauce is then carefully dispensed into the sterilized cans using precise filling machines, which ensure the exact amount is added to each can without spillage. After filling, the cans are passed through an automatic sealing machine, where lids are securely crimped onto the tops. This step is critical for creating an airtight seal, preventing contamination and extending the product's shelf life. Finally, the cans are packed into sturdy cartons, ready to be shipped to distribution centers, supermarkets, and stores worldwide. This meticulous canning process ensures that the ketchup arrives fresh, flavorful, and ready to enjoy. In addition, in some other factories, tomatoes are canned immediately after peeling or immediately after dicing. That process depends on the manufacturer and the eating habits of consumers. This entire process not only guarantees the highest quality for the final product, but also showcases the clever use of technology to honor the natural gifts provided by nature. Every bottle of ketchup represents a journey from the farm to the dining table, as well as a symbol of the fusion between modern agriculture and industry. Ketchup is more than just a staple in every meal. It also plays a significant role in the U.S. economy. The ketchup industry provides thousands of jobs, from tomato farmers to factory workers. With the rise of major brands, American ketchup is also exported to many countries, helping to elevate the national brand value. This industry has not only improved the livelihoods of many rural communities, but has also created opportunities for sustainable growth in local economies. Quality control for ketchup in the factory's laboratory is a critical step to ensure the product meets the highest standards. Samples are taken from each batch to test for consistency, flavor, pH levels, and the balance of ingredients like sugar, salt, and acidity. The laboratory also checks for microbial safety, ensuring the product is free from harmful bacteria and contaminants. These rigorous tests guarantee that every can or bottle of ketchup leaving the factory is safe, flavorful, and of uniform quality, ready to meet customer expectations. Let's not keep you waiting any longer. We are now in Salinas Valley, California, famously known as the golden lettuce capital of the world. With its mild year-round climate and fertile soil, this area is the perfect place for growing lettuce. These crisp, green leaves take about 65 to 75 days to grow and be ready for harvest. During spring, when the weather is mild and the sunlight gentle, American farmers are busy preparing for the harvest season. Here, farmers rely not only on their long-standing expertise, but also on advanced technology, using modern harvesting machines to get the job done efficiently. You can see the vast fields of lettuce dotted with modern harvesting machines, a true showcase of high-tech agriculture. These impressive machines carry an entire team of workers who perform their tasks directly in the field, making the process incredibly efficient. Designed with precision, these machines not only cut and collect the lettuce, but also handle almost the entire process of preliminary cleaning and packaging right on site. The lettuce is gently moved onto a soft conveyor belt, which carries it to the workers standing on the machine. Here, the workers quickly remove any old, damaged, or substandard leaves, making sure only the freshest and highest quality lettuce is kept. They are then moved along conveyor belts to containers on trailers that travel alongside. For salad lettuce, farmers use a more advanced harvesting machine that separates individual leaves right in the field. As the machine moves along the rows, its precision blades cut the lettuce at the base, allowing the leaves to be gently collected onto conveyor belts. These belts are equipped with systems that carefully spread and sort the leaves, minimizing damage during the process. Any dirt or debris clinging to the leaves is removed using soft brushes or built-in air jets. The sorted leaves are then transferred to designated bins or cartons on a trailer that moves alongside the harvester, ensuring a smooth and efficient operation. There are two main types of lettuce based on color: green and red. The color difference comes from the pigments in their leaves. Green lettuce gets its vibrant color from chlorophyll, the same pigment that gives most plants their green hue. Red lettuce, on the other hand, contains anthocyanins, which produce the reddish or purplish tint and act as antioxidants. Both types are not only visually distinct, but also bring slightly different flavors and nutrients to your plate, making them great options for a colorful and healthy salad. Even with modern technology gradually transforming agriculture, hand harvesting lettuce is still a method widely used today. However, this work is now supported by machines that move alongside the farmers. The farmers take on the task of cutting each lettuce head directly using specialized knives. They work quickly and carefully, gently placing the lettuce onto the machine's soft conveyor belt, ensuring the leaves remain fresh and undamaged. From the conveyor belt, the lettuce is transported to an inspection area right on the machine, where a team of workers carefully removes any leaves that don't meet quality standards. Only the freshest, most perfect heads of lettuce are kept for packaging. This harvesting method not only showcases the skill and precision of the farmers, but also works seamlessly with advanced machinery to create a smooth and efficient process. It's a vivid example of how tradition and modern technology come together in today's agriculture. In California and Arizona, particularly in lettuce farming hubs like the Salinas Valley and Yuma, immigrant workers play a crucial role in the agricultural workforce. The hourly wage for farm workers, particularly those working on lettuce farms, typically ranges from minimum wage to around $20 per hour. These laborers often work long hours in challenging conditions, handling tasks such as harvesting and packing lettuce directly on conveyor belts in the fields. The conveyor systems are designed to assist workers by bringing freshly cut lettuce heads to them, where they quickly inspect, trim, and package each plant to meet quality standards. Despite the automation, the job demands precision and speed, requiring a high level of skill and physical endurance. Many of these workers rely on seasonal farming jobs as their primary source of income, contributing significantly to the U.S. agricultural economy. Their hard work ensures a steady supply of fresh lettuce for both domestic and international markets, though it often goes unnoticed by the end consumer. These efforts highlight the indispensable role of immigrant labor in the success of America's lettuce industry. In addition to traditional harvesting machines, modern technology has introduced advanced machines equipped with smart robotic arms. These robotic arms are fitted with cutting-edge sensors that can precisely locate each lettuce head. With sharp cutting blades and soft gripping clamps, they cleanly cut the lettuce and gently place it onto a conveyor belt. From there, the lettuce is transported to an area where workers carefully inspect and pack it, ensuring top quality before it reaches consumers. After the lettuce is carefully harvested from the fields, it's quickly transported to the factory to start a professional processing routine, ensuring it stays fresh and nutritious. Where it is cut into various shapes, such as diced or thinly sliced, to prepare for ready-to-eat salads or prepackaged ingredients for restaurants. After cutting, the lettuce moves through a high-pressure water spray system, where powerful streams of water remove all dirt, bacteria, and impurities, guaranteeing food safety standards. Next, it is transferred into centrifugal dryers, which spin at moderate speeds to gently dry the leaves, preserving their natural crispness without causing any damage. Finally, the lettuce reaches the packaging area, where it is either packed individually or combined with other vegetables like shredded carrots, microgreens, or red cabbage to create a variety of ready-to-eat salad mixes. Each salad pack is sealed in a climate-controlled environment to maintain freshness until it reaches consumers. This entire process not only ensures top-notch quality, but also maximizes convenience, perfectly meeting the demands of modern lifestyles. The United States is one of the largest producers of lettuce in the world, with an annual production of over 8 billion pounds. The majority of lettuce farming is concentrated in California and Arizona, which together account for about 90% of the nation's supply due to their ideal climates and fertile soils. Lettuce is a key crop in the U.S., contributing significantly to the agricultural economy with a market value of over $2 billion annually. Salads in the United States are incredibly diverse, made from a variety of fresh ingredients like lettuce. In American life, salads play a significant role as a symbol of healthy eating and are often seen as a go-to meal for those looking to maintain a balanced diet. They're not just a side dish, but also a popular main course, especially in health-conscious or fast-casual dining settings. Salads are also versatile, catering to different dietary needs like vegetarian, vegan, or low-carb options. Their freshness, adaptability, and nutritional value make them an integral part of the American dining experience. The above is all about the harvesting and processing process. So do you wonder about the process of growing and caring for them? Let's continue to learn. The process of growing lettuce seedlings from seeds begins with preparing planting trays. These trays are evenly filled with nutrient-rich coconut coir. An automated seeding machine precisely places one lettuce seed into each cell of the tray. Water is then sprayed to maintain the necessary moisture for germination. The seeded trays are transferred to a greenhouse for proper care and cultivation. Inside the greenhouse, the seedlings are watered regularly, using an automatic irrigation system to ensure optimal growth conditions. Lettuce seedlings are ready to be planted in large fields after about 30 days of care in the greenhouse. Through this journey, you've gained a better understanding of how American farmers harvest and process billions of pounds of lettuce each year. Feel free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on more fascinating stories about the world of agriculture. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.